Aquarius, how are we doing? Welcome or welcome back. We're going to get into a full reading, which means this is what a personal reading with me will look like. We're going to begin with this deck here, which is a Lenormand. We start with a sentence that is read from left to right, and it will tell us a little bit of what's going on here for you currently. So if you like the way that I read, please do subscribe. Also, like the video, but I don't blame you for getting through the reading a little bit before you drop that like, okay? Oh, love just fell on the table in the reverse. Let's see what's going on here. Also in the pre-shuffle, we've got the lovers on the bottom of this deck here that we'll end up using. So we've got love on the brain, Aquarius. Okay, let's see what's going on here with this love connection. Oh my gosh. Okay, might be some confusion here in love. Let's see what's going on here. Or someone could be feeling like there's another that's a little pushy at this time. Okay, took a minute to get those out and had some mishaps on the way. Okay, loyalty could definitely be in question here. Also, the overall direction. What are your intentions? Where are you going? Where are we going together? Okay, this could be your questions and something about loyalty. Okay, this is going to be juicy. Let's get into this. Okay, yeah, some confusion here. Exactly. Okay, so you're trying to make sense of what's happening here. Okay, birds are always our spirit team, spirit guides. They're over here above, kind of like going around you. It's like you're in the center here and you're protected by spirit team and by this roof here. But there's multiple different people involved here that could be adding to the confusion, specifically around this love connection. Okay, this could be something from the past here. We've got the death card right in the center. Interesting to have the death card in the center and all this confusion around it. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you guys. This could very well be an indicator that Spirit's trying to get you out of this situation, okay? Now, this could be why, because I didn't intend for this to be in reverse. I don't usually read reversals. This is the tower, but in the Lenormand, it is like an empire, okay? This is what you're building. This is your career, your success, your prosperity, okay? That falling out and in reverse is somewhat of an omen here that what you're creating long term could be greatly affected by this love confusion. Okay, to finish it all off here, we've got the wishing well. This is, again, what you're creating, what you're manifesting, what you're wishing for. Okay, let's layer up the tarot and see what's going on. I'm going to start with this deck here because we did have the lovers at the bottom. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Something to do here with love versus a career in manifestation. I also was about to say love over nurture, which is interesting. It's like this person might nurture a piece of you, but not all of you. Okay, something to that effect here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It's something about what you're creating. And this could be someone you're connected to that's causing confusion in that, which is interesting. I think you air signs are very connected. I just got done with Libra's reading and it was very similar. Okay, Ace of Swords. So some of you may benefit from watching Libra's reading. Every zodiac sign has a playlist of their own on this channel, okay? So there's some sort of truth here under that lover's connection, okay? Something about the truth. And again, we got that loyalty card, Hierophant, that's right under the death card. So, and there's more of those white doves. So white doves could be significant here. Somebody could also be religious, is what I'm getting with that Hierophant card. But I think that's you. I think you're tapping into your spiritual knowing here as it pertains to like what to do next. Mm. Yeah, something about work has been compromised here. Interesting that the burning the midnight candle card goes right under that upside down tower. What are we wishing for? New beginning. Okay, so this could be some sort of a move here with the death card. Something about a big decision to be made. Okay, there's a Queen of Wands here. That could definitely be your energy, someone you're connected to. The Panthers indicate the unknown, okay? Mystery, great mystery. I have that tattooed on me, so I'm very much connected to that energy. And there's the Nine of Cups as well as the Four of Cups. So we could have had some sort of disappointment that now makes us reevaluate what we know to be true about what we want, specifically when it comes to following our passion. Okay, the Queen of Wands is not going to think twice about following the Fool on that fool's journey. Okay, so that could be significant. Following the Fool. Interesting. Okay, we have this Ace of Wands here on the bottom before I even shuffle. So again, that Queen of Wands, and then we've seen the Ace of Wands and the Fool. There's something wanting to be created here. Okay, and I do think that this is coming from you, some sort of an idea. I'm getting like craft ideas, could be like jewelry making, crocheting, something to that regard, okay? And we're indecisive on whether or not to take the plunge on that, or we're indecisive on whether or not to take this person and all of their confusion with us on this next step of our journey. Okay? And they're saying, rest assured, this is the next step, whatever that means. Hierophant again. Interesting. There's something about you intuitively knowing something here as it pertains to this person and perhaps putting an end to it. Okay, let's see. Why is this here? Queen of Pentacles. Because you know that you are here to build something. Okay, something stable here. Now, I know that Four of Wands is oftentimes associated with marriage, and the Hierophant is as well. But yeah, Four of Cups again. I'm not really getting a marriage vibe off of that, which I know. How can you look at that and not see marriage? But I know that the Four of Wands is about um, four pillars that make a structure. Okay, this is about structure and how you view structure and how you view foundation. Okay, Four of Wands is about foundation and stability. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that there's a part of you that feels like you're not yet qualified here, which is interesting because we see the Queen of Pentacles already. Now I'm seeing Ace of Swords again, Four of Swords again with Judgment. Well, this is an interesting combination. We've seen the Ace of Swords already, and it was something that we found out with that lover, right? Something about the love connection, which also fell on the table upside down. Okay, just to be clear. This one was upside down, this one was kind of sideways. Okay. In any case, I feel that this could be that partner that sort of got into your head here and laid you out flat in some way, shape, or form. There's some sort of like disappointment here as it pertains to this person. Oh, goodness sakes. Maybe they don't want you to get this message. Because it seems to me like there's a lot of mishaps happening with the cards landing where they should. Okay, what's going on with this Fool and this wish? What are we wishing for Aquarius here? Ooh, our great escape. Oh my God. Death card poking out, and there's the Lovers. Okay, Aquarius, you are confusing me. Do we want this lover or no? Because we've got the Queen of Cups here, Page of Swords. I think you were open to this person, and then some things happened or people got involved that made you question it. Okay, how interesting is this? Queen of Cups, which could be you, Page of Swords, information found out. Knight of Wands, action was taken. Page of Wands, we tried to take that down a notch. And I think this is all coming from this Emperor. And so you're over here like, listen, Linda, take a step. Okay, let's take a beat here. What is this? Where are we going? What are your intentions? What's going on here? Allow me to understand that fully and take my time to understand what it is that was just said. okay, with the Hermit here. And then we can build from that place. And you might have voiced that, and somebody said, hey, no, you don't get a say so, or you don't need to know the details, just trust me, something along those lines. And you said, no, I told you already what I want, and I want structure, King of Pentacles. I want a solid foundation here with that ace as well. So, yeah, so you're moving quick. Look at you moving quick with the Chariot on some sort of new adventure on your own, even if you feel like you might be a little lost in the sauce here of which way to go, which direction to take. But your emotions were somehow compromised here and you were left disappointed. And intuitively, you know that in order to get your intuitively, you know that in order to get your happily ever after, you may have to pick a new direction because there was just too much fighting here and your voice wasn't necessarily heard. Yeah, something came to light here that sort of tore down the tower, put the tower in reverse, right? And led to some sort of disappointment. Okay, that was a long storyline. I don't always do that, but sometimes when it works, and we're going to let it work. Okay, back to where we were. I'm interested in this here because we've got the Queen of Cups here, okay? And I think this is you. You're like, listen, my heart has been open to you. I want to know what your intentions are. I want to work together with you, but there's also a part of me here that needs to get that weight off my shoulders. Yeah, because you were like disappointed in something. What is going on with you, Aquarius? Okay, this is juicy, juicy tea. All right, so what is this confusion here? We've got the Labyrinth, Two of Swords, and then the Page of Pentacles. What's going on for my Aquarius here? Yeah, reestablishing again what it is to be happy, what it is that you want here, what really lights your soul on fire. What does that look like for you and you alone? Mm-hmm. Tapping into that intuitive nudge here with that Page of Pentacles as well. It's like your intuition is screaming at you. But so is your heart. Okay. I think your heart really wants to be open to this person. You just are asking for some clarity here. So, what's the clarity with the Ace of Swords? Ace of Swords is next on the list. So, let's find out what that is. Ace of Swords for Aquarius. Hmm. Yeah. The clarity is in how you feel. Okay. It's time to really trust what's coming through for you in the heart space. Okay. If you're disappointed, that's an indicator. Okay, if you're confused, that's an indicator. But the hope is alive. Ten of Cups. You have a lot of high hopes that it's going to be with this person. You could also feel as though you've already put so much work in with this specific person that to go backwards would be like giving up. Okay. Wow. Right back out. Ace of Cups. Yeah, your heart just simply wants this person here. Wheel of Fortune. Hoo, 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 and the lovers at the bottom. I think you've put a lot of effort into this person. Okay. Yeah, with the World, Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, but you're really contemplating here. I mean, look at this. You're using your intellect here to be like, but what if I were to just go surfing every day and wear whatever I want and see the world? You know, it's like the contemplation energy is there of like, what if though? And there's the Hierophant again. Wow. Your spirit team is kind of screaming at you here 3 times for the Hierophant, and there's another Ace of Swords. Wow. I keep saying that. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is a lot of confusion here, okay? And I think it's coming from you, and I think you haven't really voiced your concerns to this person, or you have, and they just simply were not recognized here with the Justice, okay? And if you see how that face is on the bottom here, there's something about the trust, and we've already established that here as well. Trust. If I'm going to go with you on this thing called life, I need to know where we're going. Okay, I need you to illuminate this for me. I need to be able to see it with my two eyes. Okay, where we're going. This isn't something you're going to keep secret from me. Hmm. Hanged man here. I think that this, the whoever it is you're connected to could definitely be very dismissive. Okay, like just don't worry about that. And there's that strength card being like, okay, you tell me not to worry, I'm going to worry more because I have plans, I have goals, and I'm putting those on hold for you. And if that's going to be the case, I need it to be worth it for me. Okay. And if I can't just work on promises alone. Okay. So Spirit wants you to know that you're very valuable on your own here. Okay. With this, we've got the Emperor and then we've got this here. This is like an interesting energy that I wouldn't always get with this combination, but with this Emperor and strength with the Queen of Wands coming out again, Seven of Wands. This is like what I don't like about this card is his fist on the table. Okay, I don't like that there's like this mm, stoic type energy that is like unbeatable in a weird way. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this storyline too. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one. Here's the thing. You have this, there's the jewelry. I was getting jewelry. So you may feel like you have this really cool idea, right? This work idea. And you have somebody here that's all about the logistics. Okay, well, I would have to sign here on the line. You would have to sign here. And then we would have to go about it this way. Okay, but you're over here like this. You're like, well, listen here. I have the idea. It's passionate, it's beautiful, it's lovely. And my intuition says do it. Okay. And this person cannot understand that. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Wands again with strength. I got the nudge, so I want to do it. Why is that so hard? You see how there's these hands are sort of working here. Let me reposition. It's like, I got the idea, so therefore I want to do it. I got the idea, so therefore I want to do it. Okay. Black cat energy. And not just that, but like big black cat energy. Okay. But you have this person who's kind of like, stop, wait a minute, there they are with the paperwork again. And you're like, why are you so obsessed with papers? Holy crap, that's the Hierophant again. It's like you do understand who, what, where, when, why, how. Like you do understand that there needs to be a plan. Okay, but the plan is I got the download. I want to do it. So here's my business plan. And this person's like, no, 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 no. I don't know. This is an interesting side quest that we're on. Yeah, Seven of Swords. There's something about this like forthcoming energy. There's the King of Pentacles. It's something about the way that this person does things that just it doesn't feel right. There's hmm, maybe it's the way that they talk to you or the way that they downplay. Okay, this is somebody who downplays and it puts you in a state of like melancholy type energy here. Oh, but then we've got the King of Cups where they can explain it in your terms and they can get on your wavelength. Four of Swords, the Star. Hmm. Ace of Swords again. One, two, three, four times for the Ace of Swords. Okay, there's some sort of truth that you're getting down to, or again, it's like this means of communication. You're over here doodling in your notebooks and on the whiteboard, right? And it's like this person, this emperor, is like, okay, but we need it to be different. We need it to look the way that I want it to look. Something like that. This is giving like control. Wow. The Four of Swords, the devil was right under that. Yeah, it's giving control. Like, mm, Four of Swords is about healing and being sort of down in the dumps. And see how it's a puppet master here as it pertains to building something that you want to do for yourself. Like, you're not afraid to get your hands dirty here. There you are sewing. You can sew with the machine or you can sew with your hand. What's the big deal? That's your energy. What's the big deal? I don't understand why it needs to be anything more than my creative purpose. And I agree with you. Okay. Ten of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups again. Fool and the Star. Okay, hold on. You're throwing me, Aquarius. Okay, leave a comment if this is your story and you can add a little context, okay? There's also a short that will be up that summarizes this reading, and you can comment there as well. Ace of Cups. I am so confused of whether or not this is your love for this person or love for what you do. Okay, Ace of Cups, and what else is sticking up? The Two of Swords. Indecision. Interesting. I just got that song from Blink-182 from when we were kids. An indecision to call you and hear the voice of reason. When you come home and stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Ooh, chills. I just got chills. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Hmm. Interesting. Confusion, truth, loyalty, Hierophant. Hierophant is an independent energy between you and your spirit team. I don't really see, I mean, I guess there's a King of Cups and we did see the Emperor, but I'm not seeing like a big major character that this person fills in your world, okay? You're the Queen of Pentacles coming out twice. We've also seen Queen of Cups. King of Cups is a match. Queen of Cups again. So I think there's confusion about whether or not to move forward with this person. There's something about the communication. Okay, why do we got the megaphone? Why why is it in all caps, right? I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to be okay. I'm just trying to do my peaceful thing. Two of Wands. And yeah, like you are planning, but you don't need the plan to be so extravagant that it dampens your ability to move. Okay, and I resonate with that. So Six of Wands is a victory and coming to some sort of conclusion here. Okay, I'm gonna get another deck because I am confused. I really hope you guys are not. Sometimes I get these readings and it feels like you know more than I do. Okay, and I'm hoping that that is the case. Temperance, Two of Swords. So what I'm getting here is don't rush this. Okay, if it's a decision, do I stay or do I go? Take your time with this here and really feel into it. That's what Spirit's saying is feel into it. We've got the Star. Unfortunately, with the Three of Swords. It's almost like, yeah, the way that it makes you feel is a spirit talking to you, okay? Emotional guidance system. Your compass is your heart space here. If someone makes you feel icky inside, then there you go. They are icky. Or they are icky for you, okay? And I'm feeling with this Emperor, maybe we did get the King of Pentacles, but yeah, that's the way they're coming through is like a King of Pentacles, someone who's almost like money obsessed or something which I don't feel is you. I feel like you are dedication obsessed. You are goal obsessed. Wheel of Fortune, I'm telling you. It's like your ability to just take action and go is what's going to reward you here. Okay, we've got the Four of Wands again with the World. The World came out right here too with the Wheel of Fortune. The world is your oyster here. That's the energy they want you in. And yet there's the King of Cups, King of Wands. I think this could be multiple different people who sort of like have their eye on you here. The King of Cups is probably your person that you're connected to, but in any case, we'll get back to that. Four of Wands here again, it's that stability. It's understanding that this is the beginnings of a structure, okay? This is you fighting for your ability to create something for yourself. And look at that, the Hierophant again. 5 times. 5. And then we have the Hermit. This is all about trusting yourself here. 7 of Pentacles in work, okay? It's time to see the fruits of your labor manifest, like truly. And whoever got in your head here, or whoever's trying to tell you not to move or not to go, it's the Emperor. This is someone you're connected to bring confusion to what it is you're creating. They don't want you to move away from them. Ooh, that's gross. I don't like it. Oh, but you are not here for it. Oh, girl, guy, whoever you are. 2 of Pentacles. They wanted you to be in confusion. 2-2 over there. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and then the 6 of Swords. Ace, ace. You're like, listen, Linda, I'll decide. Thank you very much. I'll decide with spirit. Okay, 6 of Swords. We're going to go where we are led. There's those birds again. We're going to go where we are led with our heart space open. But whether it's open to this person or not, we don't know. 9 of Wands, no. 9 of Wands is putting up a boundary here because of the 9 of Swords, because they got in your head. 9, 9. Oh, 3 of Swords too. Yeah, you have wised up to this person big time. You could see what they were doing. You've put up your wall, built a wall here because they got in your head and broke your heart too. Ooh, we are wise now. 5 of Swords, because they were playing some dangerous games with you. They were not being helpful, that's for sure. They weren't helping you to thrive. Okay, let's get one more message on this career, and then we're going to get into the Oracle. That means that this whole spread here is going to be wiped clean. We sage everything, and we get the external viewpoint of your spirit team, okay? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like from your perspective, all this did was sort of slow you down for a minute. 7 of Pentacles as well is not a fast-moving energy, but it is about reaping your rewards, okay? So you just slowed down. You had to take stock of what was around you. Unfortunately, you might have gotten in your head a little bit here by listening to this person. Knight of Wands. 2 of Cups. Yeah, this is someone you were in a relationship with here. They wanted you to feel like there was no fruit on your tree here, and all the fruit came from them. See all that? This could have been like a provider, but they turned on you here with the Tower. They turned on you. Okay. And it's in that gross, subtle way too, where it's like, oh, you could do that, or you could be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you could go ahead and do that, but you won't be as great as me. That's what I'm getting. Ugh, gross. Yeah, so you're out of there. 6 of Swords. Yep. I don't feel like there's much confusion anymore on whether or not you want to leave. Page of Swords, like decision made. Thank you very much. Next. Yeah, because the heartbreak was too much, and this is that subtlety. 4 of Swords, or 4 of Cups again. I keep getting this, but I haven't pulled it yet. You were just disappointed. Oh yeah, I did. 4. 4, and there's the Queen of Wands for the 3rd time. Big cat energy. Ooh. 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 I'm dancing for you over here. Okay, we're going to release all of this confusion right here. We're going to take a deep breath and get your oracle out. As soon as I paused it, the Ace of Swords on the split. That is 6 times. I have never seen that with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. It's all about how they make you feel. You're not questioning that anymore. Okay, now take a deep breath. Okay, I have a feeling that this portion is going to be all about trusting yourself. Let's find out. So now we're going to follow the spread that you see here. We're going to draw a compass, okay, which we've already seen in one of your first cards out, right? So now we're going to dive into that, what that compass is trying to tell you. Okay, so in the center is what we're going to focus on. Down here is the past, what we're letting go of, or the lessons that we've learned. Next will be intuitive nudges and that intention that you hold with spirit. Spirit team messages belong up here. And over here is moving forward and potential future outcomes, okay? Bottom of the deck here, this number 1, we got all of those aces, right? This is that inner peace, having peace within your heart. And then from that space is where we send our intentions up to spirit, okay? And notice the little white bird. Okay, so I think many of you have, ooh. Oh, I just opened it up to an interesting card. Hold on, y'all. Okay, and this here is that Ace of Swords energy. Truth is your protection. So 1, 1, 2. Yeah, because you've got a lot of energy behind you, okay? A divine conduit, and this is like the wholeness of the planet, okay? Making the world green again. Wow, and there's that fire. Ooh wee. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay, let's dive in. All right, Aquarius, what are we focusing on here? Oh, you know what I wanted to do is first, we're going to do a little cleansing spritz. Oh, yes, I want some too. Okay. What we're focusing on right now, self-reliance. Yeah. What I'm really getting with this is, are we going to be able to break free and break away and still be self-reliant? Okay. What we're learning here is how to set intentions. Yeah, we've been covering that a lot throughout this reading, okay? That Ace of Cups energy, having a clear heart space is how you pray and how you communicate with your spirit team and God's source spirit, okay? What are those intentions? Healing, whether we like it or not, okay? There's going to be healing to be done here. We'll see where that leads us. Spirit team says, get rid of it. Oh my gosh, I have a short on this channel, okay, and it's called Tarot Reader Crash Out. All right, and it's all about how I see these very empathic people, men and women, okay, but I defaulted to women on there because I do get a lot of women for personal readings. But I said there's a lot of empathic women, and they're always connected to this narcissistic, outlandish behavioral, down-talking masculine. And it's very frustrating for me and frustrating for spirit to see these burdens and this healing journey have to unfold when we have these really big dreams and aspirations, right? These really great intentions and this need to like express ourselves with that Queen of Wands type energy, right? And so it's like we need to be in this energy here of like creating and being powerful, and we end up in this energy here because there's always someone talking down to us. Okay, so anyways, here we go. Potential future outcomes. Wow. As soon as this gets out of your way, you're going to have a burst of like energy, okay? Ooh, I like the way that feels. Okay, let's dive deeper here. What does Aquarius need to know about self-reliance? Is this just a conscious decision we can make on a whim? Is this something we need to plan for? What's going on with this self-reliance card here? Wow. Well, can't make that up. Resilience. Look at this. This is a burden basket that someone in ancient times would, or traditional times, I should say, in traditional way, however that should be translated, I don't know, would wear on their back. And look at that. It's like yours should be this big, and when you're around this person, people, places, things, it's this big. Okay, so you're actually going to realize that once you get rid of whatever it is that's been holding you back or talking down to you, your burdens actually become smaller here. Yeah, we're going to learn some self-love. Okay, I think that's where all of that Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups energy is coming from, is this self-love and reliance on yourself. Yeah, Spirit's like, trust me on this, trust me on this. See that path right there? Up there through that little hole is all this energy. See how the colors are the same? You just have to climb this ladder with your little backpack, not a big one, and get to this abundance here. We're going to keep that path card as well because I think that's relevant, okay? All right, what does our spirit team have to say about letting go here? Acceptance. Okay, accept a leg up or a hand up from the divine. And there's creation energy. See, your spirit team is so close to you. There's those plans. It's like you can learn those lessons from a business-minded person, but it doesn't have to look that way. Okay, your creation is different from anyone else's creation here. The way that you do things is divine, not strategic, and that sets you apart, okay? And there's pleasure. Yeah, you're going to see how that heart space is just open. I want to see what this one is too. And then willpower. Okay, yeah, there's two different energies here. So Spirit wants you to know that you are divinely protected here. There's you in the little basket. Okay, we're going to take you where you need to go, again with the birds. You could have birds in your yard that actually like know you. We've got a lot of these little birds. Okay, so if you have birds in your yard or at a park that you frequent, give them a little treat, okay? Because they are, you know, putting in a good word for you with the divine. Birds are literally messengers, okay? Like if you tell the birds your intentions, they will put in a good word for you with spirit, okay? But in any case, this is how we're learning to set our intentions here with our heart space open. See how it's closed here? There's a mask there, and this is pushing, push, 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 push. This is how that emperor wants to move, is push everything through. But, you know, our head space is closed off from our body, whereas here, arms are open wide, energy flows out equally. There's a difference here, okay? So once you let go of this need to push on, you are just simply propelled forward through spirit's means, okay? A lot of eights on the table here, eights and fives, if that's significant to you. Okay, let's dive a little deeper here and see what's up. We're just going to keep going around the circle. Also, if you've made it this far and you like the way that I read, please do drop a like. We are growing very slowly but surely on the channel, okay? So it definitely helps me out. Okay. Yeah, give a gift to the messenger. How's that? I'm the bird. I'm the little bird. Okay, so we have leap here. Yeah, not being afraid and not holding anything back. Okay, that's that fool energy, taking a leap of faith. Hold true to your vision. Right there with intentions, and it adds up to an 8. So, yeah, as we open up our heart space and we begin to love ourselves instead of wasting time on people that don't deserve that love for us, we're able to see our intentions much bigger, okay? It seems to me like whatever this is, so for the example of jewelry, it doesn't have to be your specific example, but if you were creating jewelry, right, you could be utilizing repurposed materials in order to make that jewelry, or you're hiring people who are all single moms and have no other means of abundance, right? Prosperity. So it's like whatever it is that you do with this creative endeavor here, you're quite literally helping to unify a community in some way, okay? So there is a part of you here that I think holds back when it comes to telling your story. And here's dig deep. So this is that self-confidence here and rewild. Yeah. Look at that. The eyes. Okay, they're not playing no games, okay? You are an intimidating force to be reckoned with here, okay? And I don't mean that to trigger you if that's something that someone has said, but I feel like someone here needs to hear that you are very intimidating in the way that you manifest, and the things that you've gone through has turned you into a very strong person. Yeah, so it's time to take your place. Okay, you deserve to be on stage and on a pedestal. And how are you going to do that in somebody else's shadow? Something like that. Okay. Yeah. Moving forward here. Roar. There's that big cat again. We've seen cheetahs already in another deck. Okay, we've also seen a lot of bears. There is gather your tribe. There's another 8. So you will need support and allies with where it is you're going and what it is that you're creating, but it doesn't have to be the one and only person that you think it is, okay? There's, that I assume is a masculine, but that masculine or that partner who talks down to you is not your ally, okay? So it's important to reach out to others who maybe are not even a part of your family or extended family or anything like that. Yeah, could be spiritual. Skywriting. This is actually a very interesting concept. But again, going back to setting intentions, okay? This is a signal fire or smoke signal. And there is a sacred fire ceremony. Now, keep in mind, I am not anywhere near a native person, but I've researched a lot into this and I want to be very respectful of the culture and to not give secret advice or anything like that, okay? But there is several different types of sacred fires, but we'll go more into intention fires, which would be that you would set your intention in a piece of paper and then build a small fire, very tiny, okay? And you put that intention into that fire and you hold space for that intention as the smoke goes up. When the smoke goes up, then spirit can access it, okay? Now, again, you don't need to know this, or you don't need to be told this because you already have this dream, okay? And this is called dream thief, somebody trying to stop you from having said dream. Lost in space, needing direction. Wow. There you go. Somebody said, "Oh, you have a dream, you have a call." Look at the face on that. They're like, "Oh, tell me more, tell me more." And then they like threw it off into space here or like thrust you off of your path. Okay. So your intentions are your own. You don't need someone else to tell you what you should be doing. Okay. Again, trusting yourself. Yeah. As I assumed that this whole portion would be about. So, as it pertains to these intellectual ideas, Dust Devil, yeah, being thrown off course, being thrown into this tornado of confusion, and now moving out of that stagnation. That's what this is all about. Forward movement in the correct direction. Okay. So taking your direction in the space that you know is meant to be true for you. Again, there's something about needing like not recognition, but like permission. Okay, you don't need permission. I'm telling you now, look at that. Fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. 41451 could be significant. Somebody threw you off your path here. And spirit does not like that because you are the divine feminine. You are here to birth this new way of being for planet Earth. Okay. So if someone stands in your way, right as I say that, herald of change here, somebody stands in the way of this change, they're getting in the way of God's source spirit uplifting the vibe of this planet. So whoever crosses you crosses God. Okay. And this is what's crazy is that everything that you do when it comes to creating your side of things, your little garden here, your, yeah, look at that. I'll get back to that, I promise. But this goes back to that labyrinth, okay, of seeing above the fray. It's like you're going from just having messengers to becoming one, okay? You are becoming stronger in the way that you see, right? And it's going to look easy. It's going to look effortless because it's you who's doing it as you build this sort of empire here, okay? This empire is yours. And I keep getting that. That is a common theme for a lot of different signs here, okay, on this channel. So check your other placements as well, because there's a lot of different perspectives of this same thing. Yeah, it's just time to close a door here, which I know is easier said than done. And it's also not easy to take things on your own, right? So reach out to me if you need a little extra support in that. I do also offer business coaching. If this is a business idea, that's something that I do. Okay, one-on-one calls every week where we build things together. It's not me telling you what to do and then I log off and you're on your own. That's not how I do things as a business coach. I say what I would like to see happen. You say yes or no, and I say, okay, let's go do this then. Okay, yeah, engage trust. That's what I think is important for you to understand is this Fool energy, this new beginning energy, another 8. Wow, 1 and 8, and then 3. Lots of 3s, 8s, which is 11. 11, 11, make a wish, right? So again, you're trusting in your ability to take this leap, which we see here as well. Okay, you're trusting that what you take a risk on is going to come full circle for you. Look at that. Set your intentions. Wow. The butterfly is coming from that lotus flower. The lotus flower can definitely be the heart space here. So multiple nods in the same direction here. Transform the way that you see, transform the way that you set your intentions, and set these sights high, okay? And then clear away old energies, a 3 and an 8. How interesting. Okay, set your sights high. When it comes to this healing here, you have to cut away that old energy in order to sort of thaw out, okay? And then decide for yourself. Yeah, that's you on your pedestal and on your throne. 3, 3, and then a 9. 3, 6, 9 is also important. Use your power. Another big cat. Okay, you're so powerful. This is absolutely insane. Okay, once you take the leap on this and create, look at that, creating something from the ground up here. I mean, this is just wild. I'm going to keep these. Use your power and create. That's the advice. Use your power and create because you deserve peace here. Okay, and this is just plain and simple. You can't, I was going to say compete. Interesting. You can't create from a space of chaos, okay? It needs to be a peaceful place and a restful place. And you may have to create that for yourself because, again, it's meant to look effortless, right? So create silence, create the space for you to transform, get to know yourself, love yourself, offer up gratitude. See that? That's you like giving gifts to your messengers, right? Giving to the birds, the trees, the bees, okay? Because you have this really peaceful, wow. Invite peace too. Create silence. Establish priorities here. and then play. That's what's lacking, I feel, is this idea that it's supposed to be fun, okay? Creating and understanding life and this whole game of creation, right? That's what we're here to do is create. Okay, so it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be level. It is supposed to be balanced. Okay, and a lot of us are just taught that it's like transform, struggle, transform, struggle. Yeah, right as I say that, grow. Because that's how we're taught is the only way to grow, is to struggle and then transform. Yeah, but what they are missing, most people are missing, is this wisdom. Now, you're an Aquarius. Aquarius are very, very well connected, okay, to spirit and source and the cosmos, right? Look at that. Yeah, there's balance here that's needed. And I did mention I just got done with Libra's reading. That's a Libra symbol. Libra could be significant, okay? And there's provide with Taurus. Interesting. I really feel like I'm reading for somebody who has a really, really fun, really extensive, but calm business idea. Whatever that means, calm but extensive. Okay. It's a big business idea and it's being downplayed. And Spirit does not want you to downplay it, okay? Another trust card that we're finishing up with. Again, if you haven't liked the video yet, please do. And then we have heal because of cunning. Look at that. This is that song I was getting. You're already the voice inside my head. See how that skull is over the third eye? It's like needing to protect yourself from some sort of invasive thought process here. There's your little bird. Inspire and heal. We've already gotten the frog once with the leap card. But the frog is actually more so about cleansing, okay? Cleansing and getting certain things out of our way because you have this innate instinct to know what to do. That's that high priestess energy, that queen of cups. Oh, well, I pulled up the page, but hey, whatever. Your instinct will guide you to the next step. Pages are about taking that first step, okay? So, yes, what I meant to pull was this guy, but hey, happy accidents. So, you know what else is interesting? Is the very next card here was the page of Pentacles again. Yeah. So you're worried about what your very next step will be, and that's a perfect place for you to be. Follow your instinct, follow your gut, okay? Remain kind here, and again, it's about how they make you feel. Okay? Believe in yourself here because you are getting these downloads directly from spirit. No one's telling you what to do, and that's part of it. That's part of the magic inside of what it is that you're doing and what it is you're creating. Okay, Aquarius, I hope that this has come full circle for you. It was a little bit all over the place, but I surely hope that it's made sense. Okay? Communicate that Ace of Swords energy, being able to communicate. Yeah, it really is like Spirit has got this secret for you and this key to unlock something truly magical that is only meant for you. You're not meant to share it. So how amazing is it going to be when this takes off, when you start to reap the rewards of this and all of this abundance comes in and you get to say, I did this alone. I did this purely on faith and goodwill. Okay. Faith and an idea, right? And that's part of it. It should come from that place of I set the intention, I balanced my own self within my gut, within my heart space. From that space, I healed, I let go, I got it out of the way. I was digging deep for what path I should take next, what that very next step is, right? And Spirit came up and told me. Spirit came through for me. And that's part of what you sell, in a sense. Okay? All right, Aquarius, I love you all so much. Please drop a like, drop a follow if you like the way that I read. I'll see you guys on the next one and in the shorts. Bye.